So the next family I'm going to do is the VWXYZ, and these letters have a different character, I think, to the other letters of the alphabet, and I don't think it's any accident that they all occur at the end, but I've never quite understood why, and if anybody knows, I'd be grateful to hear. So let's do the V first. Starting with your pen at 30 degrees, you come down like this, and I want you to look very carefully at that. You will notice that I've just very slightly turned out towards the left, and the reason for that is so that I can make a very nice point on it as I come down with the next stroke. But I'm often reluctant to point this out because people will tend to exaggerate it. You mustn't exaggerate it, it's only very tiny. Now the next stroke, I'm going to change my pen angle to 45 degrees, and I'm going to bring it down and into that stroke like that. Can you see? So you get a nice point on the bottom now. Let's just do that again. V. Very slight turn out to the left. Change your pen angle to 45 degrees and pull it down like that. Okay, now Y is the next letter, so if you can do the V, do exactly the same. Just let the second stroke run through the line and just kick back very slightly. Never overdo these things. So let's do that again. And then very slight kick back. Make sure you don't increase your pen angle too much so you get a very thin stroke. You don't want that. So that's VW. No, it's not. It's VY. So let's have a look at the W now. Well, watch the stroke sequence on this. I do first stroke. I put my pen in the exact place where I would make a V, but instead of doing a V, I repeat the first stroke. Right, that's not very good actually, but never mind, I'll do it again. Then you make this into a V, and then you join across between these two. What you're aiming for is for these three triangles to be equal, and I've found, certainly for me, it's better to do it in this sequence. So I'll just show you again. First stroke, pen where you would start the second stroke of the V, repeat the first stroke, make the second stroke into a V, and then join across like that. So then you get those three equal. That's the W. X. X is a letter that I used to have a lot of problems with when I first started calligraphy back in the 70s. And the first stroke goes like this, similar to that first stroke of the V, but comes out the other side. Now the second stroke, we start here, we curl round, we bring it through and out the other side. The problem I always had with it was that I could never get it exactly in the middle. It always came too low, and that was because I was swinging too much on this very first stroke here. I was coming out too far and I was going down like that. So try to avoid that. Let's do it again. Here's the first stroke, and then curling round, doing that. So the trick with it is at this point, as you turn around, you must think exactly the center. Think of exactly where the center is. Twist it round, pull it through the center. There's your X. Finally, the Z. Well, the Z needs a change of pen angle. Start off with a horizontal line. This horizontal line is exactly the same as the horizontal bar on the T, which we haven't done yet, which we will, I think, in the next video. So then you must flatten your, instead there's 30 degrees, flatten your pen angle out to almost horizontal, and then, oops, not a good one, bring it down, then back to 30 degrees and out. So let's do that properly. Flatten it out, bring it down, bring it across like that once more. Down like that. It's very difficult to talk and write at the same time. This is because we're using right brain for writing and left brain for talking. So that's a better Z there, that's not such a good one. So try those. Let me just do another X because I don't think the others are very good. There we are, that's probably better. So VWXYZ. See you in the next video.